Welcome to Garage Sales Unhinged.
where the characters are as quirky as the finds.
I'm Julie.
And I'm Jake.
Join us as we dive into the wild world of garage sales, yard sales, estate sales, and anywhere secondhand sales are happening.
From bizarre bargains to hilarious haggles.
You won't believe the stories we've got lined up.
Let's get unhinged.
So we did the weird thing. Like everybody got through Halloween okay. Yes?
Yeah, I think so.
Did you do anything cool?
Uh, cool for me. I went out day drinking with a bunch of lady friends, like people in my professional network. We took off that Friday, and well, I don't work on Friday, so they took off that Friday, and we just met up at a outdoor patio and drank. And I went dressed up in a Halloween costume because I was like, I mean, we don't do trick or treaters. We live in an older neighborhood, and so I went dressed up. Did you wait before I tell you my costume? Did you do a costume for Halloween?
I put on one of those inflatable dinosaur costumes for a Zoom call. So
Were you wearing actual clothes underneath it, or
I
were you-
was, yeah.
That would
With
get kind of
the shirt at least, because it's a Zoom call. So
So I went dressed up as one of the robbers of the Louvre, and I had a beret and a construction safety vest, and I bought like the kids like princess jewelry.
yeah,
That was my Halloween costume.
fantastic. I love it.
Yeah,
That's
was
not
very
bad.
fun.
Didn't do a lot of Halloween stuff around here, and same here. Kind of living in a more established, older neighborhood, and because of that, it doesn't have sidewalks, and because of that, there's not a lot of trick or treaters.
Yeah.
But some houses down the street did, all out on the Halloween decorations. Way cool. There's one house that has never, in the handful of years I've been here, never really decorated much. I don't even think for Christmas necessarily. Certainly not for Halloween. Around the same time people put up their Halloween stuff, they actually put out something. I was amazed. Wow, like signs of life. I've seen the people. They don't really interact with anybody, but they don't mess with anybody, which I appreciate. That's cool.
Yeah, that's what I call a good neighbor.
Right. But they did put up something, and there's a spotlight on this, like you've seen the yard decorations where it's like a wood cutout or something like that, and it's painted on one side. And those things are heavy, so they got to be like supported with like rope or something like to make it stand up straight. It was that spotlight on it, and it was a illustration of, and I could tell because I studied classical literature, I knew what this was.
Wait. Nerd alert. I studied classical literature, so I knew what it was.
Yeah,
Oh my
right.
God, Jake.
Oh
What's
wait,
the
I'm
score?
sorry. How many times on you and I have sat across these microphones and you remind everyone that you actually own several businesses and
But it's
Gosh.
cool when I do it.
it's right. Look, when I say I've studied classical literature, that means I can take your order for coffee.
Oh, okay, so we're just putting out there of all the quote unquote cool things you can do. Jacob also studied Latin. And
Yeah.
how dead is that language?
It's still on your money. The funny thing, I forget how many semesters of Latin I took, and it wasn't until like 3/4 of the way through the whole damn thing, I realized I'm working hard. I'm studying. I'm doing the thing. I'm like I'm here,
Weird.
and all of my classmates who I know are not working as hard show up with finished translations. I'm like, how are you guys? And I really did. I confronted them at some point, going, "How are you guys doing this? You're showing up with all of Caesar's Gallic Wars translated. What is it?" And they're going, "It's online." Just
And that's whenever Jacob discovered the internet.
it blew my mind. It never occurred to me that was a thing to do. And it was still like, no, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, Latin, classical literature. Point is, down the street, a wooden cutout painted up of Saint Michael slaying the dragon. You
Okay.
probably have seen depictions of this. You've got this angel figure, got wings and maybe like a halo or something like that. Often like this armored breastplate, and has a spear, and it's attacking this coiled up dragon. That's what they had out on their lawn for the duration of Halloween.
Okay.
It's not there anymore. And for me, it was like, one, you know what? Fine. Everybody's got their thing, and that's totally cool. You don't want to decorate it at all. That's totally fine too. But it seemed like there was something about it that felt kind of confrontational.
Yeah, it's from the book of the apocalypse.
Right.
I mean, yeah, kids have candy, but also death.
Right. So it was out only like as a kind of like a more for your consideration response to traditional Halloween stuff. It's like, look, you could go the devil's holiday, or you could be a Christian nationalist and go on with that.
So, since you don't interact with these neighbors and it doesn't sound like they interact with anyone else, can we just like start to characterize them based off of what they put in their yard? Like, are they hardcore evangelicals and no one should be celebrating a pagan holiday? Or are they into cultural literature and they're like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, please enjoy this thing on my yard?
I will say I've at least heard from other neighbors a little more about these people.
Yeah.
So I will say, like, your first category of characterization there is absolutely right.
So, Jacobs, I was hoping you'd find some other nerdy friends that you could talk about Latin language with.
No, I found a federal employee. Is literally what I found. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
And they've got a certain kind of van that they park there. And so
Oh, God, kids don't go trick-or-treating there at all.
at all, the candy sucks. It's all biblical. They just have like locusts. They're not even covered in honey.
I could just imagine, like, yeah, that house has biblical candy. They just gave me a communion wafer.
Yeah. Biblically accurate candy covered in eyes.
Gross. Well, I'm glad you told that story because that's not what we're going to talk about today.
Me too.
Okay. Hard right turn here. Jake, I'm going to ask you, I'm going to give you 3 names and I want you to try to guess what we're talking about today. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready. Wait, I got to limber up. Let me stretch, pop the old wingus. All right, there we go. Let's go.
I don't want to know what a wingus is. Okay. First name is Ben Haggerty.
Ben Haggerty.
Yep.
I know that name.
Don't look it up. No internet.
Okay. I can't. If I go to another tab, our recording messes up. I'm not doing that.
The second name is Mike Wansley.
Mike Wansley?
Yeah.
Okay. Keep going.
And the third name is Ryan Lewis.
Ben Haggerty is the one I'm most responding to. Hey, there goes the van. There goes the van. I'm watching the van go down the street. He's probably off to Home Depot to pick up people.
They got a listening device and they can hear you talking about them.
Probably.
Oh, kids.
It's fine. There's more and more of us talking this way. Ben Haggerty is a musician.
Correct?
Give me something else,
No.
such as the correct answer.
Well, how about I read you a lyric from his most famous song?
Okay, let's go. Well, now, hey, heads up though, disclaimer. I have a hearing condition. I've always had a hearing condition. And
Jacob, you might have a hearing condition. You don't have a listening condition. You can listen.
thank you. That's a high compliment coming from a woman. That's hey, thank you very much.
You should be so glad we're not in the same room right now, you jerk.
So I have a hard time with lyrics. I will never understand the lyric unless I read it. So I should get points for this regardless of the outcome. Go on.
Okay, well, I'm going to start you off with negative 20 points for that whole thing. Okay.
Are you planning a garage sale, yard sale, or estate sale and need some help? Look no further than Garage Sales Supply. They provide top-notch resources and expert advice to help you host the perfect sale. From pricing tips to promotional strategies, they've got you covered. Visit garagesalessupply.com and make your next sale a success.
One of the lines in his most famous song, I'm going to pop some tags.
I'm going to pop some tags.
Yeah.
No idea.
Really?
Wait. Whoa. Oh, now I'm contextualizing. I'm going to pop some tags in the context of what you and I talked about. So there's some song here that is something about shopping, about getting a deal. I'm going to pop some tags. Ben Haggerty. Is this, what's the name? Pawn Shop? Julie's having an aneurysm. I'm doing my best.
No.
I clarified, it's not okay to make light of somebody's disability. You need to know this.
No, use your Latin language to figure it out.
I don't know that Latin had many words for pop.
I can't. Oh my God, I'm crying. I can't help it. It is Thrift Shop by Macklemore.
Yeah.
I love that you guessed Pawn Shop.
Yeah. That's what you call a close but no cigar.
Oh my God. Oh, it was so good.
It is. And that's not even what we really talk about very much. Oh, well.
My God. Okay, so we're talking about the song Thrift Shop by Macklemore and produced by Ryan Lewis, featuring Wanz, which his name is Mike Wansley. Macklemore's government name is Benjamin Hammond Haggerty, but his professional name is Macklemore. The song came out in 2012, and it was his first song that really made the records. He won a couple Grammys for it that year for best, I think, rap performance and best rap song. And it also was one of those things. Macklemore's had a couple of other successful hits since then, but he's based out of Seattle. He actually does quite a bit of philanthropy work in the Seattle area. So, like, if you ever go to Seattle and you like, oh yeah, you want to say something bad about Macklemore, you're probably going to get beat up. People in Seattle love him. Okay. But it's part of it is that he's a really great guy, good dude, and does a lot of good work in his community. But I remember when this song came out, 2012, I was living in North Texas, career going well and everything. This song came out and it was just so different than the other songs of that time. And the big thing about it is, like, 2012 and even today, the rap songs then were talking about like how you have all this money and you have all this flash, and you can afford the nice cars and the big boats, you have all this, like, just showing off of money.
Lest we forget the bitches. Don't forget the bitches.
Okay. And but you had rappers like showing off opulence, and that's what they were doing. And then Macklemore released a song, Thrift Shop, where he is highlighting buying secondhand things. So, and if anyone's asking, like, oh man, are they going to play this song on their podcast? We are not, because we
can't afford it.
We can't.
No.
But maybe we could in the future if you want to sponsor this podcast. No.
Right.
So the first part of this song, it says, I'm going to pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm not, he's repeating some things. I'm not going to repeat the I'm. But I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is effing awesome. He actually says the bad word. But he starts to go into, and they actually shot the whole music video in thrift stores. And Wanz, who comes in and he kind of has this baritone voice and he's doing his part in the song. He was actually at work whenever they called him. They're like, "Hey man, we're doing a music video. Come do this." So he left work to go do the photo shoots.
Great.
Like I think by then it was the end of the day, but he shows up in a suit that they had bought secondhand for him because he's a big dude. And but yeah, everything it was just like off the cuff, it was bare bones of what they were doing it for. A lot of people say that this song, they sold like over 70,000 copies. And some people are like, yeah, they did it as an independent. They didn't have a big record label behind them. They actually did to get it the distribution
Right.
system out there. But they were kind of an unknown group at the time. And Thrift Shop became a huge success. Grammys still they what did I see today? It was something they're still like it's been listened to over 1 billion times on YouTube.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like
So-
it was like a cultural phenomenon for like a small, like relatively small window, but it was like on fire. They granted, like in the intervening, like the years since, yeah, Macklemore did some stuff. It's like it's not really like culturally sensitive, dude. That's not. But you can't take away from the fact that he did absolutely. I mean, the song slaps. It really does. It's really great. But I love your point. That so much of that genre was very much about like showing, like flaunting wealth,
yeah.
excess. And here you had a song about like keeping it more real.
Well, and it was also like, so again, I'm going to keep reading the lyrics because again, this is one of the very few songs that if someone like, hey, you got to sing a whole song without looking at anything, I know the lyrics. Like I can do that as long as I have the music behind me, I can do it.
Julie, that sounds like you're volunteering a demonstration of your familiarity with pawn shop.
Yeah, with pawn shop. Sure, Jacob.
No, let's go. You know the lyrics? Let's have it.
Well, I have to have the music behind me, and we can't afford the copyright for the music.
And it's been a minute since I've beatboxed, so probably wouldn't work out.
So he has in here, saving my money and I'm hella happy. That's a bargain, bitch. I'm going to take your grandpa's style. I'm going to take your grandpa's style. No, for real. Ask your grandpa, can I have his hand me down? And whenever you like, and for me, because I remember like I loved watching the music video and it was funny and it was inclusive because you had people of all ages in this thing and people are having fun. And he does bring up a point in the song that you can pay $50 for a t-shirt and match everyone else at the club wearing the same t-shirt that you spent a lot of money for, or you can go to the thrift shop and buy something that is so uniquely you. But he also wrote about some of the other things that are in the thrift shop that are like, oh, that also happens too. So as I'm looking at these lyrics, I'm like, oh, I forgot he said that. But let's see. Now walk me into the club like, what up? I got a big, Now I'm just pumped. I bought some shit from a thrift shop. Ice on the fringe is so damn frosty. The people like, damn, that's a cold ass honky. That's like, man, Jay, one time I want to walk into the club and someone look at me and go, it's a cold ass honky. Instead of like, oh, that's a middle-aged white lady. Come on.
Right.
I just want to be celebrated for my style. But he has in here velour jumpsuit and some house slippers. Dookie brown leather jacket that I found. I know. I mean, it paints.
Yeah.
They had a broken keyboard. I bought a broken keyboard. I bought a skeet blanket. Do you know what that is, kids? Ask your parents.
Pretend I don't. Go on.
Ask your parents. I bought a skeet blanket. Then I bought a knee board. Hello, my ace man, my mellow. John Wayne ain't got nothing on my friends gang. Hell no. I could take some pro wings and make them cool, sell those. The sneakerheads would be like, oh, he got the Velcros. Come on. That is, screw your Latin. That is beautiful lyrics right there, man.
But I feel
But
like there's a lot of truth in a lot of the lyrics there. I mean, you
oh
and I
yeah,
have talked about it before about one of the values in secondhand is finding things that are actually unique versus
yeah,
things that are kind of part of the modern standard. His lyric about walking into the club and having the same shirt as all these other people, or something that's actually unique.
yeah. And it's one
With
of those things. Like I think that's the thing where you get something and it like you can stand out. It's a I bought a graphic T-shirt at a thrift store not too long ago, and I bought it because it was hilarious. And I'm like, I don't care. It was $3 or whatever, and I wear it now. And it what it is, it's two mouths on it, and they have a grill. Like so, both mouths have a grill. And then I bought a fake grill off of Amazon. And so part of me is like, I just thought it was funny, and like I won the shirt and the grill together, and people are like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, it's hilarious. I don't care.
I'm doing this for me.
Yeah, it's a bit that I find hilarious.
Yeah.
Um, but being able to find fun things like that and people, I mean, even people that you wouldn't think like that type of style or aesthetic, I get pulled aside and be like, "Hey, I love that shirt." I'm like, "Thanks. I spent $3 on it." Like that's even the bigger win. It's like, "Oh, you know what, Jacob? I just had an epiphany. I think I am a cool ass honky."
Yeah.
I
Give
don't think
yourself
I'm
some grace.
excited, but like apparently I am, so it's working. But yeah, so I just wanted to celebrate Macklemore and the song Thrift Shop, not pawn shop.
I
But
do wonder. I mean, like one, like the just just on the merits of songwriting and how catchy it was, and how danceable it was. It had everything going for it.
well, there's also some good life lessons here because he also says, "Peep game, come take a look through my telescope. Trying to get girls from a brand, man, you hella won't."
Whoa.
Yeah. And I'm like, part of it's like he's calling out, going, again, if someone of the opposite sex or someone that you're interested in is like, man, I'm gonna wear these flashy things and that's what's gonna win them over. No, that's no. How about you get a personality? Let's start with that. Um, but again, such a good song. It was dropped in 2012, so we're 13 years later, still going strong in my heart and my mind. And I'm like, oh, it's such a good song.
But I do like that. I mean, maybe there's something really cool about that too. In that, hey, look in the secondhand market, fashion and style and self-expression is far more accessible than you think.
Yeah.
And it's really not like the barrier to entry there isn't so financial as you think. And it's to your point about the genre being like quite opposite in most cases, showing that these things are accessible to you too. Just like have some creativity, have some confidence in yourself to be able to pull this kind of thing off.
Yeah.
And that secondhand market makes life experiences more available than you think they would be otherwise.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I think about it. We always go back to this. So, whenever you and I were in high school, we would go thrift shopping all the time,
Yes.
all the time.
Yes.
But it was also like I got so many cool items from there
Mm-hmm.
that no one else in high school was wearing. No one, and then of course I took it to college. No one else in college was wearing because it was from the grandma. Like,
No one else could wear. You were
yeah,
wearing it was effectively a one of one.
yeah, yeah.
I was very partial to the short sleeve button up collared shirts,
Mm-hmm.
and they'd have different prints and all the other stuff. Nobody's wearing that. I mean, like if they had that around at that time on retail racks, and they did, but those were bowling shirts. They were for ska guys, and that's not what these were. They were lighter thread. They were like they were clear. They were a product of a specific point in time that was in the past, and so you really couldn't find something like that. It couldn't really be reproduced in full faith. That slacks, and I had a pair of monk strap shoes that weren't even the right size. But I got them because, like, whoa, look at these crazy shoes. I've never seen shoes like that. I'll bet my friends haven't either. And they hadn't. And that's why, Julie, I was able to use the faculty bathroom at school.
I
Everyone
mean,
saw me and went, no self-respecting teen would dress this way intentionally. You can use the clean bathroom. Feel free to have faculty coffee. Here's access to the grade book.
oh, you going to use the faculty bathroom is still such a great memory. I mean, not that I saw you go use the faculty bathroom.
Yeah.
So that was like, man, Jake, that's pretty smart. But also, I wasn't at high school long enough to actually need to go to the bathroom. Because well, by my senior year, I spent half my day in college and then the other half being a teacher's aide. And so I was only in high school for like 2 hours a day.
Well, that's fine. Like you're earning that journalism degree while I've got this classical literature thing going on and I can spot, certain types of folks from a mile away when they have a spotlight on their yard. But
That's Latin. That's Latin. I know that. That's Latin.
yeah. But no, like there is something really cool about the spirit of that song and the music video and kind of that. I don't know. I'm not sure how much I can praise the cultural moment around it, why it was so popular, because like, hey, it's just like a really cool, catchy beat. But I do like the message of it about things being more accessible than you think.
Yeah.
And it's not all about money. It's about being clever in how you curate your look.
Yeah.
That curation factor is often more impressive than your spending power.
Yes, very much so. Also, I don't think I would buy a broken keyboard, but again,
Yeah.
hey, teach their own. Anyway, I wanted to highlight this song, just bring back some good memories, and say to our listeners, if you haven't listened to it in a while, go listen to it.
Right on.
You're not going to listen to it on this podcast because we are not buying the copyright to it.
We cannot afford it.
All right, that's what I got this week, Jake.
All right, Julie, have a good one.
Bye.
I skeet.